With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series. Steven Strasburg is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip, less than 1. What that means, he's allowing less than 1 base runner per inning. Outstanding.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
And in terms of the homestand, they've won 2 and lost 2. So not much to say about that, except you hate to give away games at home. You'd like to see a little more consistent effort going forward.
Now a ball hit fouled off to the right side, and that just about got the first base coach. Strasburg is ready. Here it is on 2-2. Hard hit ball to second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
In the second spot,
Eddie Rosario will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Fastball, and that thing got up there at 95 miles an hour. A ball and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. Robinson comes up with it. On to first, and Strasburg's in control here, 2 away. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
And another foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Boy, late on the curveball here, yet he's still able to drive this one deep down the right field line. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Steven Matz will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he's throwing the ball pretty well. We'll see how that translates into this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Eric, you look at your former employers, the Dodgers, as they enter play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, and they dropped the opener of the series and of the road trip last time out. I thought they came out a little flat, but still plenty of time to turn that around, though.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Justin Upton will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Jackie Robinson will stride in now, and as you see there, he sits 9th in the National League in batting at the start of play.
Well, right now he's in the prime of his career, so these are the years you'd really expect to see the best of what a guy's going to have to offer.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now.
Oh, and I like that he went right back to that curveball there after the check swing.
Yeah, you almost got him once. Try.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. After 1, no score.
Leading off for the Dodgers, left fielder, Keiner.
Hit sharply toward the right side. And that will be the first base hit of the ballgame for the Dodgers.
Oh, my goodness, this guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Strasburg comes set. Here it is on 0-1. Hit hard towards second. And that'll split the gap as it should be extra bases. They'll try to score that runner from first. He's around third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Neil Walker will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Yan Gomes will stand in, hoping to turn things around from the loss last night. He was 0 for 4 in that ball game. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out. Robbie Grossman is in to take his first swings here with the runner still at first and 1 away. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Upton's under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Adeiny Echeverria set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit. Oh, and he botches it. Jung Ho Gong gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. On the ground near home. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
Still now on 1-2, you don't have to make the perfect pitch out there. The count is still well in your favor on the mound.
Hit hard to short. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on.
Leading off for the Phillies.
The cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez, strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And the throw is there to record the first out. Stepping in, Hunter Pence. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard up the middle. And the Phillies have their first hit of the ball game. Steve Pearce will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Oh, and that's a sweet pitch right there. You know, on the mound, there's very few things that can happen negatively with this location. I mean, you're either going to swing and miss, you foul it off, or you hit it into the ground where it becomes a double play. But I'm sure on the mound, you'll take the strikeout.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding on.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Keiner's there. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Eddie Rosario is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1.
Yeah, a couple of close pitches there on the inside part of the plate. I don't think he could have done much with either one of those.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
This is pulled into right, and he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Wow, tough play.
Paul Goldschmidt comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it. 1-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Into the box now, Ralph Keiner. He reached on a single in his first try.
And I think we mentioned it already, but that extended his hitting streak. Swinging a hot bat right now.
And he falls behind 0-2. Strasburg gets the sign. Here it is on 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Alejandro De Aza will get his first opportunity now, and as you can see, he enters play with that average up near the 320 mark.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. Yonder Alonso will stand in, and perhaps unsurprisingly, the numbers tell us he's a much better hitter versus right-handers than he is against lefties. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
Third baseman.
Chris Bryant will stand in here. He was set down on strikes to start the home first. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Well, if he's going to overcommit to pitches like that down in the zone, I'd keep throwing him until he proves he can lay off.
Grounded back up the middle. Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies. C.J. Crone is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Designated hitter, C.J.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Upton going back, still going back. And this one is gone, a home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 18 for him on the campaign. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Squared that one up just a little late. And a swing and a miss as Walker is down on strikes for the first out. Yan Gomes stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Under it is Franco, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 33.
Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. Robbie Grossman is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Nope.
And there's ball 1. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. Looking up is Upton. A leap at the wall by Upton, but he can't bring it back. It's a home run. Here's Echeverria now.
The batter, number 3. Shortstop.
This is hit softly to third, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. Jung Ho Gong stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. In there, a base hit. Eddie Rosario gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge. 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run.
Leading off for the Phillies here in the 4th.
Leading off the inning, Justin Upton. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
The 0-1 on its way. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. One and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Fielded by Echeverria. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Now batting.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And in steps a man whose number 42 has been forever retired, Jackie Robinson. Swung on and chopped up the middle on to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and set to stand in the still very imposing figure of the 3-time MVP, Alex Rodriguez. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A 1 pitch on its way. 1-1.
1 strike.
To short, hit hard. Echeverria's there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So they go quietly here in this half. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. He ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2.
Oh, nothing fancy. 3 fast.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Number 18 for him on the campaign, and with it the Dodgers have opened it up to a 5-0 lead. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Smoke toward third. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The designated hitter, C.J. Crone.
C.J. Crone is next as he finds himself behind 0-1. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Bryant backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Neil Walker. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Yan Gomes will dig in now. He's lined out and flied out in 2 trips. On the ground up the middle. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. But the Dodgers add on. Hunter Pence will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And he will make it there with 2 bases to kick off the home 5th.
Now batting,
Steve Pierce is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Looking up is Keiner. Gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, and even 30 home runs on the year. And it's now a 5-2 game. Standing in now, Michael Franco. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
The shortstop.
Into the box, Alejandro De Aza. He drew a walk his first time up. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
And that's cut on and missed by De Aza as he's in a quick 0-2 hole now. And no swing apparently. Ball 1.
It's just so hard to lay off that slow changeup. He just did break that swing off in time.
Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard to short. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. But hold on here now. He jumped out of that dugout in a hurry. He might ask for that out call to be reviewed.
Yeah, he may, Matt, but I'm sure he's going to wait for word from the guys in the dugout. And as we see it again, Man, I can't tell for sure if he indeed was out.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Phillies have elected to.
So here's one last look at the replay. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to rule the runner safe. And boy, I tell you what, I just don't see it here. I'd be pretty surprised that this challenge works out for him in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Here's Yonder Alonso as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball one. Hit hard on the ground to second. Walker has it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Robbie Grossman will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6. Aaron Luke will get the call here as he'll start the 6th inning on the mound.
63.
Robbie Grossman will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And I think with no one on base, you know, this is a guy you need to come after. I certainly wouldn't be afraid to give him a fastball here.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 3.
Now in the box, Adeiny Echeverria. He singled his last time up. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. The 0-1 delivery. Smoked on the ground left side. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner. Jung Ho Kang gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Fly ball out to straightaway left. Oh, and he misses it.
Now batting.
Eddie Rosario will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Scorched to third. He'll go to the bag for one. Paul Goldschmidt will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Sinker misses, and it's 1-2 now.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strength.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Chris Bryant will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them. And you got to figure you're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. High in the air out to center field. Rosario is there, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The left fielder, number 8, Justin.
Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Justin Upton is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he just chased out of the zone on that first pitch. This time he started to, but he wisely pulled it back.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Phillies so far. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Upton is retired, 2 down now.
Now batting.
Jackie Robinson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Set to deliver the 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Phillies down in order. They trail. Ralph Keiner is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Yeah, and even though that's a tough one to get on top of, I think he'd say he got away with one right there. That's in too good a location when the matchup's not in your favor.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hit out towards second. Robinson is there. Over to the first baseman, Pierce, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting.
Neil Walker ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Alex Rodriguez set to get things. And there indeed is Alex Rodriguez now. He'll try and get something started in the home half of the 7th. Some action in the Dodger bullpen now as it appears they have both a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Grossman is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 10.
Hunter Pence steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Tap foul at home plate. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Hot shot on the ground is short. Hechavarria has it. Throw on to first, and Pence is turned away here for out number 2.
First baseman
Steve Pierce steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hard hit ball to second. Walker's got it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Yan Gomes will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Drilled right back up the middle, and this is going to be through into center field for a base hit as the leadoff man's aboard in the 8th. Robbie Grossman gets another shot, and if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. In there at the knees, strike 1. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. One there on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. Digging in, Adeiny Hechavarria. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Yeah, that's in a great spot, too. Just hard, late movement working down and in.
Ripped on the ground to first. There's one. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Striding into the box, Jung Ho Kang. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and an underhanded throw is in time. Maikel Franco will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here it comes, 0-2. Oh, and he just carves him up there on 4 pitches, 1 gone. Alejandro De Aza will step in, a ground out victim his last time. And the great Raleigh Fingers is up and throwing now. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Well, he started off this way, and he continues on. He's throwing first pitch strikes to 80% of the batters he's faced, and we're late in this ballgame, and that's why he's on top.
And that misses 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Yonder Alonso will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Little chopper back to the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Back in the city of brotherly love with Major League Baseball on the show. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Eddie Rosario, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
First baseman number 44.
He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike 1. Drilled on the ground to short. De Aza fields it cleanly. Throw on to first takes care of him, and the top of the 9th is proving unfruitful thus far. 2 quick outs here.
Keiner.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. Grounded down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. Strike 2. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Robinson takes it in. On to Pierce at first, and the inning is over. Raleigh Fingers is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 34.
Chris Bryant will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. Digging in now, Justin Upton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Fingers is ready. Here's the first pitch. And this one gets away. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
And you'd be in trouble at the plate if you fell behind 0-2 against this guy, so he's fortunate to hold up in time.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. And Walker's throw is right there for route number 1. So coming to the plate, Jackie Robinson. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I'd expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Alex Rodriguez will step in now, representing the potential tying run.
And keep in mind, he is the team leader in home runs, so if anyone's got a shot of getting one out of here, it's him.
Good bite to the sinker there as it's chopped foul at home plate. This one's down to third. To Walker for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over. Before we take